Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Ahsoka, you guys, and not just more Ahsoka. Today is the next to last, the penultimate, if you will, episode of season 1 of Ahsoka. I am very excited to get into it. I feel like just every episode has been really giving us something great. I won't say that each one's been better than the last because I think they're all good in their own way. And we really had that really great one with the Clone Wars way back, but a couple episodes ago. But each one has just been really good in its own right. And I'm excited to see where they're going to take things from here, you guys. So I will just briefly get into my lingering thoughts on the previous episode. Before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. That helps me and my channel a whole lot. So thank you in advance for that. All right, guys, we had a really good one last time. We got to see two people who I know all of us were really excited and anxious to see in this show, and that was Thrawn and Ezra. Thrawn, they were both perfect. They were both perfect, in my opinion. Thrawn, I already knew ahead of time was going to be played by the voice actor from Rebels for Thrawn, which I think, like, was such an iconic voice and presence. That was a really good choice. And I think he looked great in live action, too. Like, I really felt every chance he was on the screen, every chance he got, I could feel the presence. I could feel the danger. I could feel the like intrigue / creepiness of his character that I felt the same way in Rebels. Ezra, I found out that's not the voice of Ezra from the show, which I really was surprised about because honestly, that actor has that voice down. In addition to like the mannerisms and looking like him, I do love his bearded look. That's really different. That was different to see him with a beard. I love that he has like, of course he went and made friends and started like a whole little tribe. Like that's so Ezra. Yeah, he's clearly he's been waiting a while for this. We've all been waiting a while for this, and I was really happy to see him and Sabine reunited. It was really sweet. Kind of bittersweet knowing that they kind of don't have a plan out of here now. But there's definitely going to be, like, Ahsoka's on her way. And we just have a ton of stuff to worry about before then, too, because we know that Thrawn is gearing up to take on this unforeseen threat of Ahsoka coming in, as reading up on her, which is not good. We know when he does his homework, it is bad news. He's not the type to overlook things, even like details, so that's really not good. And all we can do is hope for the best, especially now that Ahsoka seems to be in such a much better place. I think that's going to help a lot, but we're definitely gearing up. There's been a lot of theories about like what they're going to do in the future with the Night Sisters, possibly like, are they going to do like an army of the undead thing with the Night Sisters? We already have like our stormtrooper army that's like, I don't know if are they supposed to be zombie stormtroopers, like reanimated or like droids? Because I wasn't really clear on that. But the main one with the gold, oh my god. I was thinking about it afterwards, and I was saying in the comments how it's definitely giving me like Cyberman vibes from Doctor Who, which really is it's perfect. It's perfect. So yeah, guys, we have a ton going on. We have a ton to do before we wrap up the season, and I, for one, cannot wait to see everything that they're going to do with the rest of the story. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to the next episode of Ahsoka? Let's do this.
To go around acting like this is still a rebellion. This is a government, and it has rules and laws which General Syndulla seems to have no problem bending to fit her personally. Protected the New Republic by ignoring direct orders.
No, I protected the New Republic by ignoring you.
Oh! Ah! Not helping, but still satisfying.
Reads like a child's fairy tale. Jedi. False Jedi. Star maps. Star whales.
I'm sorry, were there not Jedi involved in the...
Imperial remnant. Such a sensational term.
How
There's
is
no
it?
proof of any coordination between the scattered and dwindling number of Imperial forces.
What about the conflict on Mandalore?
Exactly my point.
There you go.
Gideon was a warlord acting on his own. There's no proof of a greater conspiracy and thus no immediate threat to this republic.
But there are Imperial remnants. Someone just...
Identification.
Ah! What?
I am C.
3PO.
What are you doing here, buddy?
Here on behalf of Senator Leia Organa.
Oh!
May I speak?
I object in the
Oh!
strongest terms.
Calm down.
That Senator Organa personally sanctioned General Syndulla's reconnaissance mission to Cetos, being regrettably unaware that Senator Ziono had held a vote against such a mission.
Regrettably unaware.
This is preposterous. The
Did she
court
just
cannot
retrospectively
admit evidence of this
sanction
kind from a
Hera's
mere
mission?
droid.
Oh no! Oh! Chopper's like, what? What? What?
Senator Organa is willing to address any further concerns to her directly in her role as leader of the Defense Council.
Yeah. That,
That
Yeah.
seems to settle the matter.
it does, doesn't it?
And my pleasure to be of service, General Syndulla.
General Syndulla, might I have a word?
What? What? We got how Anakin? What?
It's my responsibility to prepare you. So practice these forms often. Or at least more than I do.
At least he's honest
Someone
about
will be
it.
there and look out for you. If we get
Aww.
separated or something happens, you need to be able to make it on your own. Don't be afraid. Just remember what I taught you and trust your instincts.
Thank you, Anakin.
I
Thank
know
you.
you can do this, Ahsoka.
You can. He believes in you. I believe in you. We all believe in you. Anakin. Anakin! Don't go away!
I need 20 more of these recordings. This was his last one.
Very thoughtful.
Really?
I never.
He was a good master.
He was a good friend.
Did you need some?
Ah!
I think the odds are pretty good.
No, in fact, they're terrible. Astronomically terrible.
Well, you should have said something.
I did, but you never.
She's teasing you. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh, they're like, oh, it's like a minefield kind of. Oh, no, Star Whales, no. Hopefully the Star Whales don't get taken out, or we don't get taken out.
At least the whales are providing some cover.
Whales. Yeah, they're gonna
Say something.
yeah, to chase it. I mean, they did. Well, they could provide us with some cover.
We are almost through.
Are we about to have an Anakin landing right here? In honor of Anakin's appearance there?
And we are clear.
We're clear. Yay! Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're gonna have a regular
We
landing.
found the enemy.
There you go. It all worked out, I guess, if you want to say that.
Her master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
Does he?
You're certain
He doesn't
that's only
know.
the one. Have them stand by.
Oh.
Not allowed
Okay.
to follow.
There's no need to waste our resources.
With due respect, Grand Admiral.
He's playing the long game here.
You're quite right, of course. Jedi are very good at hiding. They've been practicing that for years. However, we are
thanks
getting
to
to know
Empire.
her.
Yeah, we've seen him do this in Rebels so many times where, like, he lets them think that they're winning or have the upper hand or lets them get away one time when he's really using that opportunity to know them so well that they have so little chance of getting away from him in the future. He's almost, like, sealed his own victory, basically.
much I've missed. I'm still trying to process everything you told me. The Empire was defeated.
Battle of Endor.
Heck yeah.
Emperor died.
That's what people say.
Heck yeah. Well, yeah.
New
Somehow he
Republic.
returned.
I seem to think we'd never find you.
How did you? What? Find me. You never said.
It's complicated.
It's a long story.
Ahsoka took me on as her apprentice.
She what? Why? I mean, congratulations.
Congrats, but also what?
No, that's great. Makes sense, of course. You trained a little before, back when I was first learning.
I remember.
Yeah, so where is Ahsoka? Is she coming?
Hopefully. Yes, we know she is, but... Oh, she thinks that...
That's complicated.
Oh, right. I forgot the last thing she saw.
We don't need a scan.
We can use the Force?
Do you think your bond is that strong?
We can only hope. Is she feeling it? Sabine, listen. Yeah, she's feeling it. That's good, too, because that's still a sign that they still have a close bond, too. That's pretty great. That's great on 2 levels.
I see her.
Ah! Oh.
The Jedi is there.
I was not expecting that.
I don't know. Feeling.
What kind?
Yeah, he could help with this, for sure. Uh-oh. Oh, please tell me that's Ahsoka and not... Oh, great.
Your ambition drives you in one direction. My path lies in another.
Oh.
Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat.
It's actually pretty wise. What's Balin off to do? Because he's not even going. He's like I say, he's got a bigger picture. You guys keep telling me he's not a Sith, he's not a Sith. I do get that. I do get that he's not a Sith. He's something different. And he wants something different. Not the snail frogs! Snail frog turtles! Oh, get him! Uh-oh.
They're peaceful people.
They are.
You didn't mention defenseless.
Well, doesn't really matter now, does it? Throw a rock at him! Yeah, get him! Anything's a weapon, you guys, if you try hard enough! No, he didn't just shoot one. Oh, no. Oh, I don't think he got it, though. I think he just grazed the shell. I don't know about that other one. That looked like point blank. I bet if Ahsoka swooped over the place where they're fighting, she could probably take out quite a few of them things.
Won't need to land.
Oh, not this again.
Once I'm on the ground, draw the fighter's wheel.
Yes, of course, just remember what happened last time.
You got the timing wrong?
And didn't I feel terrible?
No!
Oh my god, her and Hu Yang are the duo we did not know that we needed so badly.
2, 1.
Stish slide right on. Oh, ow. How on earth is this outfit gonna stay clean?
Disappointed?
No. However, can't allow you to interfere.
Yeah, he's got plans.
I don't have time.
He's such a good opponent for her too, because they've both been on the outside of the Jedi now.
Here
you go.
It's your lightsaber. Take it. What?
I don't need
What?
it.
Huh?
You've been training.
Very funny.
No, I'm serious.
Take it.
Ezra?
Leave it to you. It's yours now.
At least take a blaster.
Is he? You still have the Force, right?
The Force is my ally.
Oh, he's just using the straight Force now.
I need more than that.
Oh! So he's not. Oh! Whoa! Okay, I was afraid maybe he was cut off from the Force, but no, just the opposite. He's so in tune with the Force. He doesn't. He's got his hands. That's all he needs is the fists. and the Force. He doesn't even need a weapon. Wow, Ezra. He's just going like bare force with it. Oh no!
Close.
Don't mess with the hair. This is such a much more intense fight than their last one was so I feel like it built up slowly.
Perhaps.
This one is.
I don't have to.
Oh, you know why? Because we got a little help from our friends. That's why. Nice. Yank for the win. And he's cool as a cucumber in there. No cheering for him. He's just like, it's just protocol. It's another day in life, even though we're breaking protocol. And she's off.
Where's Belen's gone?
So he's noticed.
Wait.
Huh?
We could talk.
Let Ezra talk his way out.
Don't you want to take us as prisoners?
Smith put to do the prisoner thing.
Fire!
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh! Yeah! Oh! You are not gonna get one shot in on Ahsoka. Not in this life. Not in the next. Never.
All back together. I hope I survive long enough to see the outcome.
I do too. I do too. I was gonna say this would be so sad if they took out Hu Yang.
Recall the gunships. Call off the aerial pursuit.
So much for having them.
These are unfortunate, but acceptable losses given the absence of Lord Balin.
He didn't trust that Balin was going to follow through on any of this.
Enemy distracted. The cargo transfer is now almost complete, which means we shall soon leave this forsaken place. Ahsoka Tano has lost the one
Stalling
thing
for
she could
time.
not afford to lose today. Time.
He was just
Time
biding
is
his
very
time.
much in us.
His number one goal was to get out of here. He really could care less about any of the other stuff. It was just stuff in the way.
I can help you.
Come on. Why do I get the feeling? No. Let it go.
Ahsoka.
Hey! Good to see you. Ah.
I thought you were dead.
Mm.
And
She's like,
this
come
is
on.
reunion?
Give him a hug! Bring it in! Ah! Yay!
She's dead.
Clearly I was wrong.
Ezra's gonna want the full scoop when we have some time. You can come out now, it's safe. The battle's over.
Guys, I'm getting a feeling. I think I might be going home after all.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get home. We're gonna stop Thrawn. We got this. Look at this. This team's unstoppable. They are. Oh, yay! Oh, is it the end of the episode? All right, you guys. Let me get my earbuds out without knocking Ahsoka all over the place here. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. Let me start at the beginning. Because I love everything they did in that courtroom scene. It was so good. And I'm reading. It's so funny because I'm almost done with the second book of Heir to the Empire right now. The trilogy. And knowing, kind of getting to see, Leia's involvement at this stage of the game with Thrawn involved, it's definitely, blurring the lines for me. And I'm totally aware none of that is canon anymore, unless they specifically state it here. But the first thing I thought of was, because I was just reading, I thought, am I on the last? I don't remember. I only have, 30 pages left or something of the second book. And just, I don't know, something about, hearing Leia, being in on this just like gave me such vibes of those books. But I love that. I mean, first of all, we got to see C-3PO, which like, wow. Second of all, it's really cool to have mention of her at this stage in the game because we know she was very, very, she was an integral part of rebuilding, and of forging and establishing the New Republic. So there's that, which is, it's just like nice to have like her presence in this along the way, even if we can't actually have her presence. But also I love that like Leia like retroactively sanctioned the mission. That's pretty great. I will say, because I know I was being pretty harsh during that scene on that one senator. He just like, I mean, they purposely, I think, just set him in an antagonistic way. I know that we can't just go off and do whatever we want. Like, I know that. But at the same time, this kind of getting caught up in our own red tape is exactly the kind of thing that led to the fall of the Republic. Old Republic now, I guess. Or just Republic. So it's so frustrating to see so many of these things playing out all over again. And I get that like rules are there for a reason, but at the same time, like saying, oh, you can't run this like a rebellion. Dude, we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Hera. Like, we wouldn't even, if it weren't for the judgment calls that she made. You know what I mean? Like, there's gotta be some balance. There's gotta be, and there is, because Leia knew. It probably took Leia all of 2 minutes to hear from Hera and understand fully that, like, oh, this is, oops, she has her tag on her head. How long has that been there? Has that been like that the whole video? Oops. But yeah, I'm sure it took her no time at all to be like, we got to make a judgment call on this one. I just don't think that we don't have the luxury of doing everything by the book. And when he was like, oh, Imperial Remnants, Gideon! Okay, even if you're saying that he acted on his own, literally the definition of an Imperial Remnant. So, like, they're out there. If they're out there, then there's a possibility that they'll band together. Like, I don't see what's so hard to understand about that. I don't know. I mean, I know that there's probably, I don't know. I like love and hate. Oops. Oh, I turned on her lightsaber. Sorry. I got so worked up that I accidentally turned on Ahsoka's lightsaber. Okay. Well, now you get to see the lightsaber. I love the political aspect of everything, and I love like getting into, that's what I love so much about like Clone Wars, is like breaking all of that down was so fun. Yet I absolutely hate that like this is the stuff that we have to go through in order to get anything done. You know what I mean? Because like so much of what I loved about Clone Wars was watching like the breakdown of that process. I mean, not that I loved it, but like it was interesting. You know what I mean? But like, I don't want to see that happen again here, and we know it's gonna happen again. We know, sadly, history doesn't go like these events rarely go in like a straight line. Sadly, war tends to be cyclical, and I get that, and we know that that's coming. So yeah. It is interesting to put together how it all happened. And I've said this many times. I know some of you agree with me that it really does add to everything that they were building in the sequels to have it all fleshed out here. And I'm really, really grateful that they're doing that in these series. So yeah, so I had to say my piece about that. I love Ahsoka and Hu Yang. They are the dream team. I did not know how much I needed to see them together as a duo, but it just works so freaking well. Hu Yang was great in this one. Ahsoka was great in this one. I'm so glad they're all reunited now. And I can already tell that like the presence in the air between Sabine and Ahsoka is already different. I already feel like they can read that both are in a different place now. Ezra was great. Ezra's just like we just zapped him out of Rebels into real life. He really just is. I am so happy with Ezra in this. It just now it really does feel like Rebels season 5. It did anyway, but like now it really feels like, oh my god, we're just watching live action Rebels. All we need to do is throw Zeb in here. Just give me a scene. Give me a scene of like all of them at the end. But yeah. And I was saying this before, but I do like that, like, the, Baylan and Ahsoka in many ways are, like, two sides of the same coin, and that they've had similar experiences with kind of being disillusioned by the Jedi and kind of being able to see firsthand. Ahsoka saw it before it even happened. She was already seeing it, but, you know, in Baylan's case, he saw it kind of, in retrospect, that there was a lot wrong with that in the execution of it. I am very curious to know what Baylan is precisely planning. A lot of you guys have kept telling me he is not a Sith. He is not a Sith. I do understand that he's not a Sith. I've understood for a while now that he's not a Sith. So, if I am ever saying something about him in regards to Sith in like the last 3 or 4 episodes, I'm probably mostly just saying that a Sith would do like this, and he's not doing that exactly. I hope that's clear. Sorry. I do know that he's not a Sith. And it's pretty clear that he wants something different than either the Jedi or the Sith could offer. What that is exactly, I am not 100% sure. But it's pretty clear that he has his own agenda. And was then kind of cut loose his apprentice and was like, yeah, kind of. So I don't know what's going to happen with Shin now. I mean, I was kind of hoping maybe Shin would take the offer from Ahsoka, but I don't think that Shin's in the place for that. So yeah, what are you gonna do? Probably if there's a season 2, I'm sure maybe we'll be seeing more. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We have 1 ep left to stop Thrawn and to wrap this up. So I am very, very excited for that. This whole series has been an absolute win, in my opinion. Assuming or inferring, or I hate to say assume, but assuming that we can stick the landing, I think it's probably going to be my favorite live action. And that's really saying something. That is really, really, really saying something. So, all right, guys, I loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't leave me for the finale. You know, Ahsoka Bear and I are very much going to need your help for that. So please be sure to join us next time, and we will all watch it together. Bye for now, guys.